Wacha nicheke kwanza na hii kicheko inaenda kwa Ruto direct.
There are just some days when you wake up and you already know. You just know someone is about to have a terrible day. Not because anything has actually happened yet, but because you can just see everything lining up against them. By 4 a.m. this morning, people were already awake in all Kalou. And I'm not talking about the politicians or the party agents. No, I mean ordinary Kenyans.
These are elderly people, wamesema wabaki nyuma.
Grandmothers, young people, even people living with disabilities were right there in the queues, refusing to be left behind. We even had sick people showing up to vote. And to me, that was the first clear sign that today was not going to go the way State House had planned.
Ile radi itawagonga iko Turkana inafanya press up because tuko na nyinyi, mkipanda tunapanda, mkishuka tunashuka. We are not going to allow you to overturn the will of the people.
The UDA candidate should probably be drafting his concession speech.
Plainclothes police officers ndio hawa wanaonekana. But what I'm happy about is the way the people of Kalou are unmasking these guys. Yani wana deal na wao kwa ground. Venye Babu Owino alisema.
If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
We all as Kenyans need to embrace this. This is a good thing. High voter turnout. High voter turnout. Unatokea kwenda kupiga kura. This is so nice. This is so nice. I love you, Murima people.
Normally, by-elections don't really attract huge crowds. Most people just stay home, the energy is low, and the turnout is usually, well, pretty disappointing. But today was totally different. From the absolute moment the polling stations opened, the queues were already backing up. People showed up in numbers, like huge numbers.
Kuna operation inaendelea pale Kalou. Wacha nikuambie, kama we ni mgonjwa unakujiwa mpaka kwa hospitali. Unabebwa, you go and vote, and then you are taken back.
This for me is the video of the day. Shosha amesema lazima afike polling station apige kura bana.
Everyone wanted to make sure their vote was counted. And honestly, that alone was already terrible news for UDA. Because let's think about it. If you're unpopular, the absolute last thing you want is a massive turnout.
Why is it that the delays are in those polling centers and polling stations that have huge numbers of voters?
There was another thing that stood out almost immediately.
Indeed, here at Kalou Comprehensive School, we have a very heavy contingent of police officers that have been deployed here.
We are talking lorries, police vehicles, and security officers literally everywhere. Now, the government's line is that this is simply to maintain peace. But others believe it was a calculated move to intimidate voters.
Yenye tear gas inarushwa pale Kalou inaonyesha tu kwamba kuna mtu anashindwa na hataki kukubali. Aamini kwamba watu wa Kalou waliamka mapema asubuhi kukuja kupiga kura for their intended candidate. Hii inamaanisha tu vizuri kwamba kuna mtu anashindwa.
Whatever your take on that is, one thing is for sure. It did not stop people from voting. If anything, it seemed to make everyone even more determined.
They will not steal our votes because the government does not understand that we, the people, we are against the government. We tuliachana government kabisa. So whatsoever they will try to do, we are here as the people.
As the morning went on, I started getting these messages from people on the ground. And there was one report in particular that really caught my eye. Some residents were claiming they were being offered 500 Kenya shillings and basically being encouraged to vote for the UDA candidate, Muchina.
Evidence kwa kalatas. Residents of Kalou are now raising the alarm regarding what they're terming as open voter bribery. Now, a company identified as Masters Limited wametumia watu 500 shillings this morning. Wakaambia kwamba ni kwa ajili ya Muchina, really telling, na wakaambiwa kwamba ni fair ya kwenda kwa polling station.
Now, if that's true, it raises some incredibly serious questions about the integrity of this whole process, because elections are supposed to be decided by ideas, not by quick cash. So the bigger question here is, can 500 Kenya shillings really change someone's future? Or is this just taking advantage of struggling Kenyans?
Wamekimbia dakika ya mwisho, shiba barabara, kupeana gas, kupeana mattress, hivyo.
Ulipata mattress?
Tuwezi chukua.
People didn't just cast their ballots and head home. A lot of them actually stayed outside the polling stations.
Linda kura zetu,
mpaka sihesabiwi, na tunataka tujue mwenye tumechagua ambao ni wa DCP amechukua kitu.
Well. Those are the words.
The IEBC already made it clear you can't hang around inside the station once you've voted.
I want to also urge the people of Kalou, as they cast their vote, they should not just cast their vote and go home. No, this is not a government that you can trust. Let us ensure that we cast our vote and guard our vote. We have our agents. But
DPL, you know, it is against the IEBC rules for you to guard your vote, because IEBC said once you vote, you go home.
Yeah, but we can wait outside the polling station.
There's no law stopping people from hanging out nearby, and many residents chose to do exactly that. Some of them were reportedly even questioning people entering the stations or asking security officers to show what they were carrying. Whether you agree with that kind of approach or not, one thing is painfully obvious: trust is low, like incredibly low. There was another issue today that definitely raised a few eyebrows. The campaigns officially ended days ago. That's the law. And yet, videos started popping up showing politicians still actively campaigning for the UDA candidate, while voters were literally standing in line to vote. Again, this just leaves people asking questions. Do the campaign rules actually apply to everyone?
So kitu tunapatia mtoto wa nyumbani, ile tunatafuta mahali kuna matunda. Miti yenyewe na matunda ni miti ya serikali.
Because if the rules only matter for one side, then are they really even rules at all? Through all of this, one thing stands out more than anything else: the absolute determination of the people. Despite the tension, the rumors, the massive security deployment, people still showed up. They refused to stay home, and they refused to be intimidated.
We cannot be having people moving around. Some of them are plainclothes police officers. I think their motive was to intimidate voters, but I thank the people of all Kalou who have turned out in large numbers. We've gone to several polling stations, and we have seen citizens of all categories, youth, women, middle-aged citizens coming out to exercise their civic right.
Whether you support UDA, DCP, or anyone else, that kind of commitment to the vote is exactly what keeps a democracy alive.
I love you, Murima people. I love you for this. This is so nice, and all Kenyans must embrace this. And I'm talking on behalf of my community. Mulembe, we must embrace this. We are not lesser than these people. We can still turn out ourselves, Pia. Hivi.
Now, as I'm recording this, the final tally isn't out yet. So, obviously, nobody can claim victory just yet. Doing that would be pretty irresponsible. But judging by the sheer energy on the ground, this has easily become one of the most closely watched by elections. By tonight, or maybe just before midnight, we should finally know who the next MP for Kalou is going to be. And whichever way it swings, this result is going to send a massive message way beyond Mount Kenya.
There are things we learn from people of the mountain. One of them is how to make money. The second thing that we have learned this morning in Kalou, and I'm making this video at exactly 8:30. I woke up at 5 a.m. Nikaingia TikTok, nikapata watu wanatengeneza live za venye wanaenda kupiga laini ya kupiga kura. So there's another thing we have to learn from the people of the mountain: how to vote.
At the end of the day, today wasn't just about choosing one member of parliament. It turned into something much bigger. It became a test of turnout, a test of public trust, and a test of whether Kenyans still believe their votes actually matter.
Ni hamtaki kwa nini matrix ya serikali?
Juu kuna wenye wanateseka na kwa hospitali na hizo matrices inafaa kupelekwa hospitali. Inapelekewa mtu kama mimi. Mimi si mgonjwa, lakini mgonjwa anateseka.
So, I want to hear from you. What do you think today's turnout proved? Is Kalou sending a clear message to the rest of the country? And who do you think is taking the win? Drop your predictions in the comments. I'll be going through every single one. Oh, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe.